That's Tom. That's amazing, Tom. I love that. Okay, here's one for you, and we hope you'll sing along.
And that's Nelson Cole, by the way, our guest keyboard player.
Nothing you could do that can't be done. There's nothing you could sing that can't be sung. Nothing you could say, but you could learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you could make that can't be made. No one you could save that can't be saved. Nothing you could do, but you could learn how to be you in time. It's easy.
All you need.
There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you could see that isn't shown. There's no way you could be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love.
Come on, everybody.
All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Let's do that again. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. All you need is love, right? That's all you need.
Well, good morning, everybody, all you beautiful Unity of the Oaks folks. I just like saying that. My precious peeps. So happy to be with you today, and so gosh darn happy we got those doors closed. It's pretty warm out there. So we're welcoming Nelson Cole today. Thank you for joining us, Nelson.
Thank you.
And Reverend Stacy's in the house. And we're going to start, everybody's going to stand up, and we're going to sing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven in this warm, sunny day. Here we go.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
Joy.
I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of joy right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today.
Peace.
I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today.
Love.
I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today.
I'm choosing heaven.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
Let's tag it.
I'm choosing heaven today.
Hello, everyone. User error. That was not Sam. Well, good morning, everyone, on this bright, sunny, warm Sunday afternoon. It's wonderful to see your faces. Thank you for being here. I know some folks are at home in their air conditioning or their pools. Wouldn't that be fun? We should all have a pool party, a pool watch party, where we just watch us from a pool. Okay, I'm actually signing up for that. I'm like, that sounds really good. Throwing a fruity drink, we're good for the day, everyone. Okay, well, welcome through our doors. Welcome to Unity of the Oaks. We're here to accept you and love you and appreciate you for that divine being that you are, for the expression of love that you are, for divine intelligence that you are. So thank you for being with us. I'm really, really excited. Today we have our first ever online greeter, Jackie, and she's all the way in the UK. So can we just, yes. So there are so many ways you can participate here and be part of our community, and one is to be a greeter here at the door or a greeter online. So thank you to Jackie. I know she was a little nervous about it, but she's doing a great job already saying hi to everyone. So take a minute right now just to look around and say hello, nod hello to your fellow passengers as we go on this journey together for the next hour. Right, Nelson? Cool. There we go. You're in first class. I like that. We're all in first class today. Yeah. And hello again to everyone online, Jackie, but also Susan Hart is there, and I know Julia, I saw too, and a few other people. Sometimes I don't see everyone's name, so make sure you say hello, and I'll say hello to you as well. Okay, today we continue. We're in number 2, session 2. Why can't I talk today, Suwan? My goodness, it's hot. That's right. It's like a toddler, right? When the toddler's like, I'm hot, I can't say anything, Mom, right? That's me today. Toddler Stacy right here. Okay. Now I don't remember what I was going to say. I'm going on the road with Suwan. Suwan and I were going to do stand-up comedy together, I think, right?
I'm joining.
Okay. We're in series 2, week 2 of our series. And it's, if you haven't gotten it yet, E², 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments that prove your thoughts create your reality. My thoughts are creating an interesting reality for me right now as I get through our welcome and hello. So let's go to prayer. How about we do that, okay? Okay. So as you settle in and as you take that elevator ride into your heart space, maybe we can have some soft music as we go into our prayer time. There it is. We'll just let that sound of the keyboard guide us into a place of peace within us. We take a breath. We arrive. And this time we take that breath through the heart. As we breathe in through the heart, as we exhale through the heart. We allow a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for being right here, right now. Divinely appointed to this point in time, this place, this message, this music. We give thanks for the blessings that we have seen throughout the week and that we will continue to see throughout this day and the week ahead. We give thanks for everyone who is a part of Unity of the Oaks, from everyone working behind the scenes to our volunteers to everyone in the seats, both here in the building and in their seats at home. So we extend our hearts to one another. We send out that vibration of love, of connection, and of community. We take another breath. As we settle in, we arrive, we open ourselves up to what it is our soul wants to hear today. And so it is. Amen and amen. We open our eyes. We take a soft glance around at the fellow travelers as we say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Let's get started.
absolute favorite songs to sing to you guys, but you're going to sing it to us as well. Everyone knows how this goes. I'm here to remind you, come and join me, of your magnificence. Thank you. To help you awake to all the wonder that you are. Feel the words to this. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved. Let's do it one more time, a little more conviction. I'm here to remind you, that's it, of your magnificence. Yes, let's look at each other. To help you awake to all the wonder that you are. I long to show you all the joy you're worthy of. I'm here to remind you how much you're truly loved.
Good morning, everyone. What shiny faces. And that's from glistening. I'm Judy, and I'm one of the prayer chaplains at University of the Oaks. And I will be... There's something out there. It's the energy. Well, I really do know where I am. I'm at Unity of the Oaks. There we go. And I'm available to pray with any one of you after the services right here at Unity of the Oaks. And I have the honor of preparing for our time of meditation with reading of the daily word. Today's daily word is from August 10th, 2022. The word is faith. The affirmation, I stand fast in faith and expect the best. When I am facing a challenge, my faith reminds me to turn my focus away from the problems and hold the vision of the best outcome. My faith in divine order and in the power of God within gives me the strength I need to face the challenging situations and to remain calm and expect the good. I have the power to choose my path and my actions. I keep my faith strong as I pray and listen to my inner guidance. My positive energy calms my emotions and keeps my heart peaceful and my outlook high. With faith and trust, I affirm the good I want to experience is on its way to me right now. As I hold a vision of my desired outcome, I think and act as though the good is already mine. Today's verse is Romans 1:17. For in the righteousness of God is revealed through faith, for faith, as it is written, the one who is righteous will live by faith. Today's word, faith. The affirmation, I stand fast in faith and expect the good.
And so we'll take that into meditation. Very good. The idea of faith and trust. So as you settle in and let that chair support you, just let your legs feel heavy. Taking a breath and let the shoulders come down. That feeling of trusting, turning yourself over to trust. Allowing yourself to know that the best is your birthright. So we allow a smile to form at our lips as we remind ourselves that right now we're going to take a moment away from lists and what we need to do, and we're just going to be present right here, letting the chair support us, letting our shoulders fall down, letting our forehead smooth, with a gentle smile on our lips. We take the smile from our lips and we place it on our hearts, not to cover up over anything, but to set the intention of a smile. Setting the intention in our heart of joy, of receiving blessings and gifts, of trusting in our good. And taking a gentle breath into that. And now we allow that smile to move to our bellies, where we give thanks for our healthy digestion and our breath that comes in and out of our bellies, and these actions of our bodies that we don't even have to think about. So we place a smile there, giving thanks for the wholeness and the health of our body. We take a gentle breath and we move the smile to our knees. And we say, thank you, knees, for holding us up, for keeping us tall, for moving us from one place of purpose to another, for allowing me to spread my smile to others. And that includes our feet as well. So we move the smile to our feet, giving thanks for these feet that walk us on Mother Earth so that we can do the work that is ours to do, so we can fulfill our purpose, so that we can be the light in the world, the joy in the world, the love in the world. So we take a gentle breath of thanksgiving for being able to do what is ours to do. And then we move the smile to the top of our heads, where we remind ourselves that for just a moment we don't need to think. We can just be. We can just breathe. We can remind ourselves with an affirmation, peace, be still. So when we find our thoughts in this moment or throughout our week starting to become a monkey mind, we just say, peace, be still. And we see that smile on our heads or foreheads. Peace, be still. So we take a gentle breath and move the smile once again to our hearts. And from our hearts, a vibration of love for anyone who may come to your mind or your heart that needs extra prayer support today. Wrapping them in this smile, wrapping them in an energetic hug. Seeing them as the divine expression that they are. We continue to send out this vibration of love from our hearts to all of the souls that may be weary or sad. We allow our love to lift up their hearts. We wrap the world in this vibration of love and a smile. And then we allow the smile to settle back in on our hearts, where we know at any time we can return to this moment, the moment of a smile. So we sit in gratitude for just a moment. What is it that you're grateful for? Who is it that you're grateful for? And so as we place that smile back onto our lips, we start to also feel the heaviness of our legs that have been supported by this chair. And so we start to just move gently our fingers and our toes. Maybe even move your head from side to side. Taking a more energetic breath, a full breath. Letting yourself slowly come back into the awareness of this room and this moment as you gently open your eyes as we say amen, amen, and amen. And so it is.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I surrender to my greatest, highest good. I release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks on my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. Oh, I'll surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day. I surrender every moment, every day.
Beautiful, Sherry. Thank you. Sherry had such a beautiful service on Wednesday, too. If you were there, you know she had a special Today service, and we're going to be replaying that again in the future, so make sure you catch that. So thank you, Sherry. Okay, we are week 2, as I said, of our 6-week series, E Squared, by Pam Grout. If you haven't gotten the book, you'll want to make sure you grab that, or just come back here and listen to me each week, right? So last week, we were, my screen's not moving, that's okay. Last week we talked about the Dude Abides principle. I love these titles that she has, which the theory was there's an invisible energy force or field of infinite possibilities. Yeah. And the experiment was to ask this field of potentiality for a gift or a blessing within 48-hour window of time. And so how many of you tried that experiment? Who asked for a gift within 48 hours? Yeah, and what I found in the group that I'm hosting on Tuesday nights, and what I've heard from some other people, is that we've kind of discovered that you can really call many things a blessing that maybe you wouldn't have called a blessing before. And that when you start looking for blessings, you start to see a lot more blessings. I know someone in our group said, I notice more gifts and more things to be grateful for. Because being aware of things to be grateful for in our lives start to grow as we place our attention there, right? So the more we put our attention on looking for gifts and blessings, guess what? The more we find. Yeah, so I started to realize, wow, so who's to say what a gift or a blessing is? Every moment can be a gift. Little gifts are everywhere if we're looking for them. And it's also what we teach in Unity, the law of mind action, which says where your attention goes, your life flows. So where you place your attention, there your life will be. Well, today we have the Volkswagen Jetta principle. Thank you, Suan. Fantastic. I'm just going to admire your artwork here for a minute. That's great. Thank you. Oh, man, we're just having lots of issues today. We're a professional show here, everyone, I promise. Okay, so a show of hands, how many of you have ever, you're looking for a new car, and once you start looking for that model, now you start seeing that car everywhere? Have you ever done that before? Yeah, I'm doing it actually right now because I'm going to downsize from my big SUV to a smaller SUV because, as you know, we have 2 kids now out of the house. So we feel like we need a small SUV for, travel weekends, but we don't need the larger one. So now I'm suddenly seeing the couple models that I'm looking for. Now they're all over the place. It's so funny, isn't it? And, I've also done that with, I'll see a haircut on maybe an actress, and then I see the haircut everywhere. Or a shirt or a dress I like, and now I see it everywhere. And that's because when we're actively looking for it, when our awareness is there and focused on it, that's what we're going to be finding and seeing more of. So what we open our awareness to gets noticed. And of course, the opposite is also true, because where you don't put awareness, you don't notice it. So I know there's many times where Juan, my office, oh, wow, where Juan, my husband, he's sort of my office too. He's a certified financial planner, so he does all the numbers, so, But there's times he's been at Target and he'll find something that I didn't know was there, and I say, well, where did you find that? And he says, the aisle that I've been down many times before, but my focus wasn't there. And so I didn't see it. So wherever we place our attention is going to grow. Yeah. So that also means it's true for the things that we devote our thoughts to that we don't want. Yeah. And it's something, with chronic pain management. Some of you know I kind of have this chronic, no, I don't. I used to have a chronic back pain. But there's now so much research with therapists, psychologists that know that with chronic pain, the more you focus on it, the more you have it. They even suggest that you use a different word for pain. So if you are experiencing some pain, that you use a word like bananas. Oh, I'm having a lot of bananas today. Because see, now you've left, right? You've shifted the energy. Yeah, so instead of like putting all of your energy, oh, I got to protect my back, or I can't do this activity, to take your focus away from the pain, and then you have less pain. So we're being mindful that we tend to choose what we're familiar with as well, right? So if you came from a family that was had an alcoholic parent or had a dysfunctional family home, probably chaos felt normal to you. And then you went to 12 steps or a therapist, you came and had spiritual classes, your self-awareness grew, and then you started to realize, oh, chaos is not normal in how I want to feel. I'm going to shift my focus and awareness to calmness is now normal for me. And that's also true for other families too. I mean, if you came from a family that complained a lot, then that was the natural focus. Or if you came from a family that, spent a lot of time worried about finances, then that was the focus. So this is our time right now to look at what are the habits that we've maybe grown up with or been given so that we can change our routine, automatic thinking to a new focused awareness. It means being really, really aware of really almost every thought because our thoughts are going so fast. And our society, too, does the same thing, right? How many times have we heard, gas prices are so high? Or, the economy's in shambles. Or even we've heard a lot of times when we say, oh, my kids are driving me crazy. Or, I always forget that I'm so dumb. Right? We hear all these negative thoughts, and really what they are bad habits. They're just bad habits. And so now is the time for our wake-up call, if you will, to start really noticing these automatic thoughts. They don't belong to us. They belong to our past. But now we're creating a new thought, a new way of thinking. Our thoughts are so fast, like I said, that they're on autopilot. So what are your automatic thoughts about the economy? Or what are your automatic thoughts about yourself? Is there a harsh critic there? What is your automatic thoughts about the news? Or your thoughts about other people? Are you gossiping with friends, or are you now sharing your new awareness of gifts and blessings? So really looking at what are these automatic thoughts that we need to be more mindful of. Sometimes I hear people and they see something there, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. So really catching ourselves. What's our reaction to it all? Because that's where we're placing our attention on, or, interesting. Yeah, so here's our first slide. Our universe is a moving energy field with infinite possibilities. Our universe is a moving energy field with infinite possibilities. So what we want to do is we want to start pulling out the weeds of past conditioning, of limiting thinking, and we're going to focus on what is possible instead of what is not possible. And that's true for our church as well. We're going to start focusing on what is possible, not what's not possible. There's a great quote in the book, our next slide here, by Gary Renard. It says, "You will not break loose until you realize that you yourself forge the chains that bind you." Yeah. And then our classic Eric Butterworth in The Flow of Life follows that up with this. He says, the free flow of the infinite is in you is limitless. There is only one mind, and your mind is a state of consciousness within divine mind. Again, within that field of potential and possibilities. He says, because you live within the allness of God mind, you are always in the flow of creative and success-producing ideas. There is never a limit to the flow, only a belief in limitation which restricts it. Yeah. And yet sometimes, a lot of times, our five senses want to take the easy way out and say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. But remember, like I said last week, we're going to start really carving out new neural pathways in our brains, meaning new ways of thinking. We're not going to keep going down that same ski path. We're going to create new ski paths with new thoughts, new ways of thinking. We're going to start focusing on what we do want to see in our life, how we do want to feel and show up in our life in the world. That's where we place our focus. Now, let's put a pin in that, because you know me, I want to address feelings, though, as well. I don't want you to cover up your real feelings. So sometimes, especially, a new thought, we can feel, mad or sad, and then we stop ourselves because we go, oh no, I don't want that going into the field of potentiality. I don't want to manifest that. But what happens then is we put a Band-Aid over it, and it festers within us. So I want you to acknowledge your feelings, process them, let them come out and share them in a healthy way, and then we let them go. We don't want to hold on to negative thoughts and feelings forever and make them a part of us, keep them around for years, or even weeks and weeks at a time. My aunt and uncle, I had an aunt and uncle, brother and sister, they didn't talk to each other for decades. Now, no one in the family even really remembers why. My mom says it was over a fishing pole. Her other sister says it was over a box of photos or something. No one knows. They just didn't talk. And then I think they even forgot why they were not talking. But that's years of sitting in that vibration of feeling angry and wronged. And when we sit in the vibration of feeling wronged, my life didn't turn out the way I wanted, this person did this to me, then what we're doing is we're keeping ourselves in the vibration of victimhood. And then that's what goes out into the field of potentiality and possibilities. So absolutely be upset if you've lost your job or a relationship has come to an end, or all know me, I'm going through the empty nest syndrome and there's sadness there. But don't let the sadness, the fear, the doubt, the I was wronged consume you so much that it becomes you. So be authentic with your feelings, just don't get stuck there. Because the feelings do decide the vibration that goes out to the field of potentiality and possibilities. So be honest, share, do the forgiveness work, and then let it go. Because as we heal ourselves, then we're healing the world, right? So this week, here's what we're doing. This week, you're going to prove that what you see in life is none other than what you look for, just like at the supermarket. So I remember when we moved to Simi Valley, I had found this diary from 1997. It was the year that Juan and I got married. We're going to be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary next week. I know. I was 10 when we got married. And so I found this diary, I think it was about 2005, 2006, and I came across it and I saw that I had written from 1997, we're looking at the space to get married in Moore Park, and we've been looking in Simi Valley, and Simi Valley seems like such a lovely place that I would maybe one day see raising a family there. And now I'm finding this diary like 8-10 years later, and guess what? I'm living in Simi Valley with a family. because even though I'd forgotten I'd written it, the vision and that vibration had stayed alive within me. And so that's what I manifested. Now I'm manifesting a big yacht in like Bali or something, but. So here's our next slide. By changing what you look for, you can radically change what shows up in your world. Let's say it again. By changing what you look for, you can radically change what shows up in your world. Yes, you can. So even last week's town hall, by changing thinking around a challenge, did you see we already had creative ideas that were flowing? And then one of my gifts from this week, and she said I could highlight her, Jane Brown. So she said, we'll be honest, right? Jane Brown said she left and she was feeling a little hopeless, a little down. And then she got home and she realized, wait a minute, that's not my Unity teachings. I can do Unity Basic Principle number 5 and take my teachings and take an action to this. So she said, I'm going to shift this energy. I'm going to create a group of us. So she's creating a group here at the church. We're going to be doing fun social fundraisers. So throughout the year, she's getting a group together. If you want to help plan about 4 different events for 2023, where it's a social fun event, Rhonda's already on the team with you, social fun events that also happen to raise money for the church. What a fantastic idea. I know, let's applaud. But do you see how she changed her focus and shifted her feelings? So what's going to show up in her world now? Is it hopelessness? No, it's fun, because she's creating fun. Yeah. And so even as a church consciousness, as we get more clear about the space that we really, really, really need, and the activities that are really the most important to us, and that's what we start to pull into and manifest together. We start to look for the Volkswagen Jetta of church spaces for us, right? Because we're going to put all of our focus and awareness on what we do want. And Abraham Hicks says this, it is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. And that's what we do as a community. We co-create together. And that's a great reminder. And if you get uncomfortable, just feel it. But here's what came to me, because I realized, the experience of right now is from past consciousness. So if we think about where we were as a church 4 years ago, we were in between ministers. It was kind of choppy waters. And if you think where we were 2 years ago, you had 2 new ministers hit with a world pandemic, trying to figure out how to do church without gathering. And I think also if we look as a church community at our prosperity consciousness, and we're not alone, especially a new thought on this, we've tended to put our heads in the sand and have magical thinking around our finances. And so now what we're doing is we're shifting and changing that consciousness and that focus. And we're saying no more heads in the sand. We're going to stand in our truth. And we're going to be creative, because we are creative beings, and we can creatively solve this in a way that is joyous and fun and creates spiritual community and raises consciousness, which transforms the world. Do you see the shift? So as we shift, we project something different into the field of potentiality. Yes? Yes. Yes. Applaud for yourselves. Yeah. As we shift our focus on what we want and the vibration of abundance and joy, spiritual community, that is what we'll receive more of. And as each of us does our own inner healing work, that vibration of wholeness and wellness and prosperity is what goes forward. It's what we create together. And then that's a ripple effect that goes into the world. So right now we're going to be having new thoughts, new vibrations, new feelings, and focusing our attention on our blessings and our gifts. Yes? Yes. Yes. We're going to let go of the fear. Fear is fantastic, because fear gives us information. Fear allows us to say, what needs to change? It gives us discernment, but we don't make decisions from fear or decisions from hopelessness. We let it inform us, but we don't let us come from that. We don't come from hopelessness. We come from hope and what I can do to make a change and a difference. She says in the book, it's our own illusions that keep us from experiencing joy, love, peace, and abundance. So just take a breath into that. So here's our experiment for this week. Number 2, you impact the field, that's the field of potentiality and possibilities, and draw from it according to your beliefs and expectations. Woo. So the question you're going to be answering, this is the next slide, is do I really see only what I expect to see? If I'm only expecting to see Jiffy peanut butter, am I only going to see Jiffy peanut butter? And so here's what you're going to do. So you're going to, again, do a 48-hour period of time. Let yourself know, okay, I'm going to start this day. For the first 24 hours, you're going to count the number of green cars you see, or whatever color you see. Pick a color. Whatever strange, weird color. Or it could just be white cars, right? But pick a color, and you're going to keep track of how many cars you see of that color for 24 hours. I just happened to wear green today. I didn't realize it until I was in the office, but so that will help you remember, right? How many green cars do you see in 24 hours? And then for the next 24 hours, you're going to set out the intention to see yellow butterflies, or she says, or purple feathers. So yellow butterflies or purple feathers. And for 24 hours, you're going to count how many yellow butterflies or purple flowers did I see. Now, she has a funny story in the book. She talks about her friend who was setting this intention in January in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And she's like, I don't know how this is going to work. Her daughter's friend has a birthday party, and guess what? Yellow butterflies are all over the stationery and the cups and everywhere. So again, opening up your awareness to all the possibilities and places that you can see it. And then notice your feelings, and this is great. So if you're journaling or if you're here in the book in that lab page, I want you to really journal about this and talk about this in our groups. We have 3 groups. This is the last week. We're going to let everyone kind of come in and join if you'd like. Tuesday night online, Wednesday night in Moore Park, Thursday in Thousand Oaks. But noticing your thoughts and your feelings. So even with this, did your thoughts go directly to, well, that's impossible? Or did it go to, wow, this is going to be fun? And if it was the first reaction, then how can you shift the thoughts and the beliefs so deeply that you get to the place of, oh, wow, this is fun, and I am going to manifest this? And then lastly, just a note here of, notice if you're noticing. Again, our thoughts are so automatic and going so quickly. But this is a big part of this week especially, is not being on autopilot, but to be actively looking for what you're looking for. So the reminder, you impact the field of possibilities and draw from it according to your beliefs and expectations. Here is your opportunity. Here's your opportunity to live and act as a conscious facilitator of energy. You are that. So good luck, my little spiritual scientists. Go find those green cars and butterflies, and we'll be back here next week, okay? Happy Sunday.
I'm excited to do this song now. That was awesome. What do you want? Where do you want to go? You'll get what you want if you act as if you know. It starts with you. Do you believe it? It's all in the way you choose to see it. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do. When you feel lost and you can't find your way, keep your eyes on the prize, it will materialize. You can't miss it, change your perception, leading you to a new direction. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do.
Walking Nelson. And Tom Tom.
Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Let's do it again.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do.
Sam, are you kidding me? Yes. Okay. We have an important mission here at Unity of the Oaks. Unity of the Oaks is, and say it with me, everyone. Unity of the Oaks is a loving, accepting, and heart-centered spiritual community here to be loved in action, to encourage personal growth, awaken spiritual curiosity, and transform lives. So that's a big chore, but let's go at it. Everybody, we can change. We all know that. We have the opportunity for you to partner with us. When you give a financial gift to Unity of the Oaks, it allows us to fulfill this mission, making it more than just spoken words on Sunday morning. We have 4 ways to give. Your love offering to Unity of the Oaks, text to the number on your screen, or use the QR code, both of which are also on the giving table over there, along with the giving basket. Or you can visit our website's giving page. Take a moment to focus your attention on your giving heart. Feel the abundance of receiving. Visualize the mission statement coming to life. Now, please join me as I put down my mic and we sign and we say the words together.
All that I give and all
Thank you for partnering with us to bring spiritual, inspirational messages that transforms life. You are a part of helping us raise the consciousness of the world. We value and appreciate your gift. And now here's Layla.
Hi, I'm Layla. Here's a few reminders on what's going on in our church. The 3 reminders are, this Wednesday is Unity's World Day of Prayer. Join Reverend Stacy at 12:30 on Facebook Live for 30 minutes of prayer and meditation. Then at 5 p.m., go to unity.org for the larger Unity Movement's opening ceremony and speakers. And then we join in prayerful community with Unity of Ventura at 7 p.m. for 15 minutes of prayer from wherever you are. Please turn in any prayer requests you have by today after service, and be sure to pick up this year's affirmation on the table or at unity.org. Jane Brown is starting the new fundraiser social committee. Join Jane after church on September 25th to discuss fun social activities that also raise money for Unity of the Oaks. You'll be coming up with 4 ideas for 2023 so that we can all have fun while raising funds together. Be sure to place this meeting on your calendar. And we still have room in one of our 3 E-squared groups if you would like to participate. These groups help you process and go deeper in learning the concepts presented here on Sundays. Just speak with Suwana if you'd like to sign up. You can find all this information in our weekly e-letter and our monthly newsletter that is mailed out. We also have a slideshow 5 minutes before the service with all of the announcements. By signing up with one of our ambassadors, will be the first to know about our upcoming events like Animal Blessing Sunday, book club, and a Halloween party fundraiser. And now Reverend Stacy with some thank yous to extend.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Layla. Okay, yeah, as she was just mentioning, Suwan creates these beautiful posters over here on our information table. Make sure you go over there and look at all the different activities that are happening. And again, she can help you sign up for anything that's going on as well, okay? We're trying to stay away from paper and come into 2022, 23, paperless as much as possible. Okay, we want to, for the thank yous, can we just thank Jackie Chudley being our first online greeter? Oh my gosh, my dear friend, thank you so much for interacting and being welcoming to our online audience. And again, a beautiful way to show up and shine your light. You can go back later if you're here in the room to our either on YouTube or Facebook and look at today's service, and then also go back and say hello to her in the comments too, okay? Yeah, so excited about that. Gosh, how fantastic that we're just moving, again, into a different way of doing church. Right? So fun. Okay, guess what? It's birthday Sunday. Birthday Sunday. Okay. Oh, you have them there. Oh, good, because I'm like, Suwan always has my back. It's so awesome. Okay, that's why she gets, the big bucks. Happy September birthdays. Here we go. Janie Fellows, who I know is on a beautiful trip right now celebrating. Dominic Coppola, if you have a chance, send him a card. Dan Balter, Donna Piazza is here as our ambassador, as our in-person ambassador today. So thank you and happy birthday next Monday, right? Kay Yost, who I know watches online, so we'll say happy birthday to Kay. Chris Cooper, I think, is also online. Happy birthday, Chris. Diane Valdez, I think she's at home today watching. Everyone's watching online today. Sue Mary Long, blessings. And then Joni is here. Joni, there you are. And Ed, too? Today's birthday? Ed.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ed.
And September birthdays. Happy birthday
to you.
Wonderful. Well, we do have, if you're here with us, we have cake afterwards, so make sure you get some cake. We moved hospitality indoors today since it's already 99 degrees outside. So Again, this Wednesday is World Day of Prayer. Please join in with us any way that you can. There are prayer requests just for World Day of Prayer, and we'll be collecting them at about 11:15. So any prayer requests that you have, or you can always, if you're online or think about it later, email prayer@unityoftheoaks.org, and we will be so happy to pray with you, okay? Again, thank you so much for being here. Whether you're here in person, you took the time out today to get out in the heat, thank you. If you are online and you decide this is how you're going to spend your hour, thank you. I feel so very, very blessed by each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your spirit and your light with me and with our community. So let us join our hearts together as we sing our peace song and say our prayer for protection. Thank you, everyone.
There is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is. And all is infinite possibility.